What's up guys, KillSpreeGaming here, and I'm coming to you with another StarCraft 2 replay. Slurring my words again. I'm really fucking excited about doing replays again in casts, you know. It's just like, the universe of StarCraft is just like, awesome, like, man, it's just, I really don't know how to explain it, it's just amazing. I guess compared to other games or other PC games, the community isn't really so great. When you come to StarCraft, you know, everyone just seems so nice. The viewers are always really nice. Even if you're not the most experienced StarCraft 2 player, they always sort of like give you tips, give you pointers. They don't really do a lot of trash talking. You know, it's just a really good community in general, and I think I just prefer StarCraft 2 community over the Heroes of New Earth community. So anyways, we got a PVZ again, same players, Vanek versus Loconis, and I'm just going to refer to him again as, we're actually talking about how I am officially Vanek's agent. So, yeah, you can call me Agent KillSpreeGaming, or Agent Ryan, or MI6 Operative Agent Ryan. I fucked that up. Anyways, yeah, you guys get the point. Basically, I'm going to be taking care of all the casting, all the sponsorships, advertising, basically everything that you guys need or would like to see. I'm going to be taking care of it. So, as basically I always have. It's basically Curtis is going to be playing and going to different tournaments and doing his laddering and stuff. And I'm going to be basically commentating, getting the sponsors, and yeah, I just said that. So let's talk about the game a bit. So PVZ, first things first, this pylon and this cannon I'd really like to talk about quickly, because these are actually not cheese. People think when they see this is that he's just going for a cannon rush, but it's actually not. It's a little more than that. It's a little more complicated. You see, he's actually pulled off all his drones from minerals. So this is basically just diversion. So compare what, maybe 400 minerals to however many minerals the Zerg player just lost. So very good idea to create a diversion right there. Always good stuff against the Zerg. You need to slow the Zerg's mineral count down by a bit, whether it's harassing the drones early game or doing that, just creating a diversion. Now this drone very early is going to create an expo. So when you're playing PVZ, you're going to have to create the expos at a little slower or a little faster than the Zerg player. I know it's hard to do, but you got to keep up those minerals, you got to keep up those expos. So as you can see here, Zergling's in the base and not good whatsoever. So he's going to pull off a few probes, not all the probes. He's going to still be mining a bit. And he's going to use some of those probes to snipe out those Zerglings, and the Zergling's really not doing all that much. It kind of seems almost like a diversion that's not really useful at all, and I think he's going to be able to take out one probe. So one probe down and 4 Zerglings down as well. So now the expo is going up for the Zerg player, and we see some nice scouting by the Overlords. What I usually like to do is, as Zerg, if I'm ever playing Zerg, I don't really play Zerg all that often, but I like to use the Overlords not to sit around. I see way too often that new players just kind of hide their Overlords in the back so they don't get sniped out. Really, the best thing you can do with your Overlords is, for one thing, I like to get speed, as I mentioned before. Use them as a scouting tool. Just send them out to different places that you think your opponent's going to expo, or maybe even a little behind. So as you can see right here, Zelnaga Caverns is a really weird map, and you can set up your units right here, right around the expo, and it's a very good common strategy actually. As always, +1 attack, very good against Zerg, and you see that he is going right now to create a pylon, get some PSI, and creating the Nexus. So he's going to be able to keep up with the Zerg's mineral count. So good stuff. The thing I hate about Zerg is the fact that they can replenish the units so quickly. What they like to do is they usually like to keep this larva pool up. They just keep using their queen to feed and keep making larvae, and then just keep making units. And often I see Zerg players actually creating 2 hatcheries in one of these little, I guess in one base. One of the hatcheries being hooked up to the mineral line, the other not being hooked up to anything. And the reason for that is just to create a massive larva pool, replenish the units very fast, and it works. It works completely. what I'd like to see from the Zerg player is map control. You see, he's doing a decent job at getting the 2 Zelnaga towers. Good idea. Using this Overlord to scout. Good stuff. But he's really got to spread that creep. One of the most important things as Zerg is spreading the creep. I actually just called Vanek a fag because I looked at his build and it looks right now that he's going a 4-gate. So usually a very cheesy build. Usually a lot of players hate to see a 4-gate from Protoss since it's so powerful. But then he actually changes it up a little bit. I kind of overlooked something for a second, and I believe when these are complete you'll see what I mean. Not a good idea sending your Overlord right into a cannon. Just barely going to be able to make it out. And putting down another pylon, good stuff. He hasn't used the gas for his expo yet, but I believe he's going to be able to do that soon. And setting up 3 more gateways, so it's actually going to be a 7-gate. Which is a little interesting, to be honest. But you guys will be able to see what's going to happen. Now, he's actually going to get a few sentries because he is a little gas heavy, as you can see, and that's what you need to do as Protoss. If you can't like really pump out stalkers, the next best thing is sentries, in my opinion. Can attack both air and ground units. Can set up force fields, guardian shields. Very awesome unit to use. And if you're not someone who's using sentries as a Protoss player, you need to start. Start today, start tomorrow, do whatever. Next game, just try and make some sentries. I can guarantee that if you're using heavy stalker build, if you add a few sentries in there, you're definitely going to win more team fights. Just because, oh yeah, I keep saying team fights. The reason behind that is because in Han, you say team fights a lot more than just battles, I guess. Yeah, so these pylons are both going to get wiped out, and I believe he's going to cancel them. Yes, good stuff. Canceling them gives you some money back. You're not going to waste your money on those stupid pylons. They're going to die anyways. And as you can see, the Twilight Council going up. So is it actually going to be charge lots? No, it's going to be DTs, as you will see soon. Put it up. Go. Probe. Go. Put it up. Now. There you go, I told you. So you guys, I wasn't lying. So I don't even think that the Zerg player even knew that he was putting up DTs, and that's why if you get one Overlord sniped out, you just got to keep scouting. See this drone right here, just going for another expo. Really, look at all these Overlords. Look at all these Overlords. You could send them here, 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 here. You know. Just scout with your Overlords. If you are a Zerg player and you are not scouting with your Overlord, try it out. You know, it's always a good thing to try new things. Discover new things, learn, maybe increase your builds. I don't know. I think really just the best way to become a better StarCraft 2 player is just trying new things. You know, training with different people and learning their strategies and using it to your advantage. That's what I've been doing recently. I've been trying to get back into StarCraft 2, and I will finish up that story in a moment because we are seeing what looks to be a big battle going down. And as I've said before, the Zealots are basically a meat shield if they don't have charge lots, which is a good thing. See, right now the Roaches are focusing the Zealots, and the Sentries actually putting the force fields down, and that's why they're useful. They're going to split up the units. They're going to be completely outnumbered. So, anyways, finishing that story, I've been trying to get better at StarCraft 2 because, you know, I've stopped playing for, I think, about 3 or 4 months. I don't know, check the last time I uploaded a StarCraft 2 replay before the last one I just uploaded. And that's about how long I've played, or I've gone without StarCraft 2. So, in my little quest to get better, I've been playing against Vanek, who is obviously a lot better than me. I've been playing against, you know, I've just been trying to ladder too, because laddering is a great way to get better. Or get your skill back, and I've also been actually doing a lot of computer play. Now, hear me out. I know that sounds really noobish, but think of it this way. Computers, they're basically set to do the build that'll best counter your race. Okay, so if I'm doing PVZ, they're most likely going to go Roaches. If I'm going against Terran, they're most likely going to go Marauder Heavy and Stimpack. If I'm playing PvP, they're most likely going to 4-gate and then Robo. It's good stuff because those are builds that people will actually use. So if I don't feel like, or even if I want to try like a new build as well, I can just go ahead and just sit down and start playing, and I can leave whenever I want, and I won't be booed or awed or anything. So, if you're looking to get better at StarCraft 2, computers aren't such a bad thing, you know? I really like the feature that they added. So, as well, I don't think the Zerg player even saw that he had DTs, and the DTs are just going to work. And again, you see the usefulness of the sentries, just throwing down those force fields and completely separating the units. Now the roaches back here have to maneuver around, and this whole time Curse's units are attacking, and the roaches are just running around like a chicken with... It's a terrible fucking analogy. I don't know why people still use that, with like a chicken with its head cut off. Like, that's fucking disgusting. So now he's going to use some of the DTs to take out the queen, and then most likely go for the drones. Just in case this isn't GG, he is going to take a huge chunk out of his minerals. As well, the DTs right here are still going to work on the roaches. He's completely outnumbered, and it looks like it'll be GG soon. These corruptors, and GG, these corruptors aren't really doing anything whatsoever. So that just goes to show you guys, sentry is very important. Trying new things. DTs aren't really something that you see all that much. But hey, if you want to try a new build, just go ahead and try it. Just make sure it's not anything stupid like, I don't know. I guess when trying out a new build or trying out some new units, make sure they're at least relevant to what your teammates or enemies are using. See, corruptors, throwing them out when it's mass stalkers and zealots, there wasn't really any air units or any indication of an air unit whatsoever. So corruptors would have been completely useless unless he would have threw down a robo and put down a Colossi. So anyways, again, casting, awesome. I'm loving this shit. So come watch our live casts. The link is in the description for the stream. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. Follow me on Twitter. All that fun stuff. And how will I repay you? By putting out a shitload of comments. Not comments, content. Oh man, I'm an excited kid. Like I'm like a kid in a candy store. Anyways, for now, peace, guys. I'm done.